Ladies and gentlemen, welcome inside the booth at Carlo Crispino Stadium. I am Caleb Stein, and I'm joined here with Nick Lewis we are ready for tonight's varsity baseball matchup between the LaSalle Explorers of Philly, PA, and your Calvert Hall Cardinals. We are just about ready to get set for a game under these night lights at Carlo Crispino Stadium. The Cardinals are continuing and in the middle of their little streak, 4 games in 5 days and 3 games in a row, with a game that was lost last night 3-1 at St. John's, and another game tomorrow at noon against McDonough. Nick, I'm going to turn it over to you. What are you looking for in this game?
Yeah, I'm excited to watch both of these teams play. They're some of the top teams in their respective states. Calvert Hall unfortunately fell to Spalding in last year's MIAA championship. But on the other hand, LaSalle, they're 3-time state champions in 2012, 2014, and 2021. So it should be a good matchup today.
Well said, Nick. Yes, this LaSalle team made it to the state championship last year but lost 3-2. They were riding behind the arm of Jack Pye, the junior last year, now senior, who's going to be starting for them tonight. He's committed to William & Mary. But for the Cardinals, pitching is junior number 18, John Ellerman. Ellerman's got a 5-pitch mix with a fastball, curveball, slider, changeup, and cutter. His fastball is normally going to sit around 82 miles per hour, but the first batter he's going to face tonight of this Explorer team is Caden Schmidt. Caden Schmidt, one of the 2 juniors in this all-senior lineup today. Head coach Kyle Werman told me that they're going to bat 10 and keep all the seniors in. And Schmidt was first pitch swinging there. Foul territory. Pilarski under it and makes the grab. 1 pitch, 1 out for Ellerman.
Yeah, as soon as that one went off the bat, it was so high. There was no question that one was a fly out.
Eamon Chandler, now the first baseman. The first senior of this 8 out of 10 senior lineup. He's committed to Virginia Tech. Ellerman from the windup. He delivers, and Chandler sends a one deep out and gone. Bye-bye baseball. Eamon Chandler.
That one was just so crisp off the bat. As soon as he made contact, you know that one was gone.
Eamon Chandler, the senior first baseman, with a bomb, and LaSalle jumps out early to a 1-0 lead.
And you love that celebration right there.
John Ellerman, 2 pitches, 2 fastballs, both made contact. 1 caught in foul territory, 1 sent for a home run. And this one, it was a slider caught up. He's now going to face the Marist commit, Andrew Bognansky. The 1-0 from Ellerman. Swung on and fouled straight back into the netting.
Yeah, and on the mound, when you let up an early home run like that, you got to be overthinking yourself.
Ellerman delivers. And that slider was swung on and missed. 1-2 on Bagansky. The 1-2, that slider caught the outside corner. Ellerman records his first strikeout of the night. The Calvert Hall defense in the outfield from left to right. Sophomore Drew Kittleberger out in left. Senior and captain and leader of this team, Will Hack, out in center. And then the junior Luke Kreiner out in right field. On the infield, you have Thomas Pilarski at the hot corner. Pites. And that pitch was fouled back. Pites and Mileto, your double play combination. And Noah Myers, the junior first baseman. And Luke Borgman, the only other junior on this team. And that pitch was just outside, so it's 1-1 on Borgman.
That was a good take there.
Borgman's committed to UMass Lowell. John from the and Borgman sends his ball straight up into the air. Pites is under it, calls off Hack, and that's how the top of the first is gonna go. Very quick work from John Ellerman. Of course, there was the home run from Eamon Chandler, so now LaSalle off 1 run, 1 hit, no errors for Calvert Hall in the inning, and we're gonna take a quick break. Welcome back to the Calvert Hall half of the first inning. The lineup for the Cardinals goes the center fielder Will Hack leading off. Up next, the second baseman Clark Mileto, and then Nate Rodriguez, the DH in the 3-hole. Cleaning up for Calvert Hall today, shortstop Travis Pites, third baseman Thomas Pilarski, and catcher Connor Callahan follow. 7, 8, 9 goes the left fielder Drew Kittleberger, Noah Myers the first baseman, and Luke Kreiner the right fielder. And Jack Pye comes set in his first pitch to Will Hack is up and in for ball 1. Will Hack so far this year has started off hot with a home run against Riverdale Baptist and a 3-for-4 outing there. And that 1-0 was swung on and missed. Also went 1 for 2 with the walk against St. John's. Pye delivers a curveball, and it was ripped by Hack past the third baseman. Hack's going to go in with a stand-up double, and his hot start continues of this 2025 campaign. The third baseman, Bagansky, had no chance of fielding that ball. So now the Cardinals have a runner in scoring position to lead off the game. And Clark Mileto, the second baseman, is up next. The senior is going to play at Roanoke College next fall. And Pye now delivers. And Clark swings at the first pitch, chops it foul down the first base line.
The Cardinals are making good contact. Let's see if one of these can go.
The 0-1 from Pye. That was a changeup cut on and missed by Mileto. Jack Pye was a starter in their state championship game last June where they ended up losing 3-2. They had a chance, too. They had a runner on third in the 7th inning with 1 out, but went strikeout to end the game. And this one's in the other batter's box for a ball. 1-2 on Mileto now. And they're going to try and backpick Hack. But he slides in with plenty of time to spare. And Mileto sends one into right field. Coach Koski is waving Hack home. The play at the plate is in time. Great throw from the right fielder, Dylan Carter. Excuse me, no, Caden Schmidt was the one that made that throw, but he got Hack out by a mile there.
It was just a great throw there. Who needs a cutoff man when you have an arm like that?
So Mileto goes into second on the throw home. So the Cardinals still have a runner in scoring position, 1 out. But the aggressive move by Coach Koski does not pay off for the Cardinals. So now the designated hitter, Nate Rodriguez, stands up. And that curveball hits him.
You can just see it got away from him out of the hand.
So Rodriguez is hit. Mileto's still at second. Runners at first and second for the shortstop, Travis Pites, the captain of this Cardinals team. Jack Pye just a little wild early, but the first pitch to Pites, chopped foul up the third base side. The top of this Cardinal lineup has some serious pop. Lots of balls have been flying out of the park during BP in those practices, and Hack even sent one out against Riverdale Baptist. But plenty of power for this Cardinals team. The 0-1 is fouled straight back over the netting. That was a good slider there from Pye. So now Pites is in an 0-2 hole. Still only 1 out in the inning.
And that was on that crazy throw.
The outfield's really shifting him towards right center. The 0-2 from Pye. Chopped up. And Pites beats out the double play throw. It's going to go down as a fielder's choice. Matt Mullen and Narayan Weld couldn't quite turn the double play. So Clark makes it to third, and Travis is now at first. Runners at the corners for the third baseman, Thomas Pilarski now. And that first pitch slider is low and away for a ball. Tommy committed last year to Gettysburg College. The sound defensive third baseman. The 1-0 on the outside corner for a strike. Great placement there from Pye. Pye tries to throw over to first, but Travis is back in time safely.
That's his second pickoff attempt of the game.
The 1-1. This one was outside. They called it a delayed steal. Almost work. But the catcher, Luke Borgman, threw down to third instead, and Clark was on top of that, slid back in time. So now 2 runners in scoring position for 2 outs. We know that Coach Kerr loves to be aggressive on the base paths, lots of delayed steals and hit and runs.
and most of the time they pay off, but when they don't, it can be costly.
So 2-1 from Pye. And that one's spiked. Hitters count for Pilarski. Infield's playing straight up. The outfield shifted him towards right center. Huge gap in left center right now. The 3-1. Chopped foul.
Good job fouling that one off.
The junior catcher, Connor Callahan's on deck. Not the normal everyday catcher. Just giving Braden Wolf a little bit of rest. Four games in 5 days is clearly alive for Calvert Hall. And the 3-2 is skied into center field. Dan Murray's there to make the catch, though. So loud contact from the Cardinals, but no runs to show for it. LaSalle still leads 1-0 at the end of the first. And we're back now. Ellerman's out for his second and most likely final inning of work here. This game is technically counted as a scrimmage, so Coach Kerr is going to try and use some arms in this game. He's going to face off first against the shortstop, Matt Mullen. And that slider is high for a ball. The 1-0 from Ellerman. And that one is skied. It is drifting foul.
That one looked great off the bat, but just can't get it to go.
Mullen thought he had a home run, and personally I did too from this angle, but it just drifted foul at the last second.
But those are one of those things that can pump you up.
So now after that loud foul ball, it's 1-1. And this one's softly hit up the middle, caught by Pites. One gone. So now the center fielder, Murray, steps up to bat now for the Explorers. We talk about Calvert Hall having a crazy schedule this week. LaSalle has 17 innings to play tomorrow. A game against Madison High School early in the morning and a little jamboree, 2 5-inning games in the afternoon. So that's 24 innings in 24 hours played by this Explorer team. Coach Werman is putting in all the seniors tonight and then some of the underclassmen tomorrow just to see how they can all look. These are all scrimmages for LaSalle, but it is their first game of the year. And the 1-1 is called on the outside corner for a strike. Murray's down 1-2, and Ellerman delivers. That one's chopped, fielded cleanly by Mileto, and the throw just beats him. Murray was hustling down the first base line. But 2 outs gone in the inning now, so another one of these seniors, Dylan Carter, now up. That curveball inside for a ball. They have the sophomore Anthony Williams warming up in the pen right now. Looks like he'll be taking the third. And that fastball is low and away. Ball 2 now on Carter. The 2-0. High. Narayan Weld, the second baseman, is on deck for LaSalle. But the 3-0, he was taking all the way. Fastball right down the middle for a strike. Still a great hitter's count, though. Ellerman has to be careful for what pitch he throws next. Carter calls time. And that one's ball 4. First base runner of the day for LaSalle. So now Narayan Weld is up to bat. The senior second baseman is going to play at DeSales University next fall. And that slider misses away again. You do wonder, with one of the balls going out and that pickoff attempt, Myers wasn't really ready for it. But if you think about the loud foul ball and the one home run giving up by Ellerman, if he's a little in his head now, a little worried to throw those fastballs over the plate. Carter runs. It was a hit and run situation, but it was fouled back by Weld. Ellerman throws over. Carter does have some speed. Leads to great range out in the outfield. But that slider from Ellerman missed outside. 2-1 on Weld. Another throw over. Kind of a bit of a wild throw. Myers had to get offline and hop over Carter.
With this speed at first, you expect to see these pickoff attempts.
Umpire telling Ellerman something on the mound. But the 2-1, not going. But Pites fields it, steps on second to end the inning. Clean inning of work for John Ellerman there. LaSalle still leads 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the second. Welcome back to the bottom of the second inning of the 95 LaSalle rivalry. The North edition, the Southern edition against St. John's was already played yesterday. But Pye's first pitch to Callahan's fouled off into the dugout. And for those wondering about the big lacrosse game between Calvert Hall, number 18 in the nation, and Lawrenceville Prep, number 2, it's currently tied 6-6 late in the fourth quarter.
Let's see if the Cardinals can come back in that one.
Cardinals have had the lead for most of that game, hoping to knock off another top-ranked team, already beaten in the Hill this week. But the 0-2 from Pye was just outside. The sophomore utility man, Kittleberger, is on deck as Connor calls time. The 1-2. Another curveball that gets away from Pye's second hit batter. So Connor now makes it to first. And they're going to have a pinch runner. The junior Christian Oliver run for Callahan.
And you can see it on both of these hit by pitches. The ball's just not leaving his hand good. You can see it right out of his hands that it's going to hit the batter.
Connor looks fine as he made a hard 90 down to first. So now Kittleberger stands on with Speedy Oliver at first. He's not going, but Kittleberger swings, sends it high into center field. Little bit of miscommunication and battling the sun. But the center fielder, Dylan Carter, makes a grab. Next up for the Cardinals, first baseman Noah Myers. Oliver goes. Myers swings. Great call there from Coach Kerr. Oliver extends the extra 90. But Noah Myers now behind in the count, 0-1. Christian dancing over at second. That one's high and inside. Pye's normally a pitcher with good command and control of the baseball, but hasn't shown it that much today. And that fastball is called for a strike. But it is still LaSalle's first game of the season. Pennsylvania sports start a little bit later than Maryland sports.
Yeah, and you love to get these out of the way in the scrimmage before the real season starts.
The 1-2. Myers swings and sends it into the parking lot. Sounds like that landed on some grass.
Luckily.
Last game there were 3 cars that were hit. It was a rough outing Tuesday against Riverdale Baptist. Still the 1-2 from Pye as he stares down Oliver, who's just dancing over there. Inside and a little bit low. Myers evens the count up. The 2-2, that slider misses away. 3-2 on Noah, who in the first scrimmage against Gonzaga hit a 3-run home run in that huge 8-run outburst. Calvert Hall ended up winning that game 20-3. Myers calls time before the 3-2. The payoff pitch. Cut on and missed. Borgman tags Myers. So now the junior right fielder, Luke Kreiner, steps up to bat. Kreiner was last year's everyday left fielder. And he shows bunt. Pulled back in time, but the umpire still called the pitch a strike. Kreiner is definitely capable of getting a little base knock, score a run. But this one he swings on into left field, but that ball is caught by Brody Gisandi. So that ends the inning. One runner for Calvert Hall off the hit-by pitch. No hits, no runs. LaSalle still leads 1-0 as we head to the top of the third. We welcome you back here. Sophomore Anthony Williams has come in for John Ellerman. Williams got a 3-pitch mix, fastball, slider, changeup, and his first batter he's going to face is the Brody Gisandi. And just like Ellerman, his first pitch is popped up, this time on the infield, caught by Noah Myers. 1 pitch, 1 out again. Great efficiency for Anthony Williams, whose fastball is normally going to sit around 84 to 83 miles per hour. He's got some good life on that slider and late break on the changeup. He didn't pitch it a lot last year, but he's been working on it over the offseason, and Coach Kevin likes what he sees out of him so far. Now Bashir Tafiq stands in there, and that changeup's called for a strike. Tafiq and Gisandi are rotating in left field as they're just going to bat 10 all game. But the 0-1 from Williams. Slider caught the outside corner, strike 2. Williams last year was the backup third baseman to Pilarski. But the 0-2 here is cut on and miss. Williams picks up the Cardinals' second strikeout of the evening. And Tafiq goes down swinging.
And that not only fires up just the pitcher, but the whole dugout and the field.
Caden Schmidt up to bat. Coach Werman wants to have a quick word with his hitter.
Must have seen something. Think with the outfield.
Coach Werman led this team to a Pennsylvania Catholic League championship, number 12 in their program's history. But that slider from Anthony Williams drops in for another strike. First ball of the inning. And you wonder if Coach Werman told Caden Schmidt just to take a couple of pitches, let the pitch count go up a little bit more. But this one's again popped up on the infield. Mileto calls everyone off, and the inning is over. 7 pitches for Anthony Williams, 6 of them for strikes. Very quick top of the third inning. Top of the order coming up for Calvert Hall in the bottom of the third. Jack Pye still in there in the third inning. This is most likely his last inning of work. As they're just going to go 3 pitchers today. Declan Cawley, a Fordham commit, is going to pitch next for LaSalle. But now he's going to see Will Hack for the second time. Got a hard single his first time up. And that changeup drops in for a strike.
Your uncle was training Javi.
My cousin.
Your cousin.
The 0-1 to Hack.
Your cousin.
Maybe a little high. Umpire still called it a strike, so now Hack's down 0-2 early. And Pye is just ready to go. Couple of shakeoffs and he's ready. Hack fouls it back.
You can especially see in this inning, Pye hasn't pitched terribly in this one, except for the hit by pitches. But when he gets high, it's going to be dangerous.
Still 0-2. This one now definitely high. Hack an all conference selection last year. He's going to travel down to Harrisonburg, Virginia for the next 4 years. And this one, another single, smoked up the middle. Hack starts his day 2 for 2, a double and a single. 2 hard ground balls. So Clark Mileto, who also has a hard hit in this game, stands up there. Hack's at first. Don't expect him to stay there for long.
The Cardinals have been great on getting on base this game, but they haven't been able to get one home yet.
Mileto, great contact hitter. Hack's not going on the first pitch. It was called for a strike on the outside corner. Great placement from Pye. Clark calls time. Now Hack is on the move. It was a hit and run, but Clark skies this one foul onto the practice fields. The Cardinals, when they do have practices instead of games, of course, love to practice their bunt defense and bunt scrimmages. Lots of hit and runs, run and hits, sacrifice bunts. Hack's not going there. Maybe a bit of a delayed steal, so he's going to get to second standing up as the ball was not handled well by the catcher, Bagansky. So now similar situation to the first inning. Hack's on second. Still, though, Clark sends this one foul again. One and two on Mileto. And he hits one off the end of the bat. Straight to the shortstop, Matt Mullen, though.
Just a great read by Molyneux.
So Mullen makes the play. Hack stays at second. One out now for the designated hitter, Nate Rodriguez. Nate Rodriguez is going to be throwing bullpens again soon. He says we should see him back pitching. But for now, he's just going to stay as the designated hitter in this lineup. His bat is too good and too powerful to leave out, and Coach Kerr knows that. But Pye now delivers home and is swung on and missed by Rydell. That was a big cut there. All they need is a little ball in play. It does not happen there. Another strikeout for Pye as Roddy go down swinging. So now it's up to Travis Pites. Hack still over on second. Pites would love to bring him home and tie this game up at one apiece. Weld runs over. Looked like that curveball started inside again like the first two, but this time ended up in the catcher's mitt. But that fastball's inside on Pites. Count runs to 2-0. Weld runs over, trying to keep Hack in check. And that 3-0 slider is inside as well. I assume he'll be taking all the way here. The 3-0. He was not taking. Given the green light there. but chopped it foul into the dugout. So now 3-1. Pie just needs to get through one more batter. Cut on and miss by Pites. Cawley's working out in the Explorers bullpen. And the payoff. Inside, ball 4. So Pites draws a walk, and now runners on first and second for the third baseman, Thomas Pilarski.
And Pie's going to have to survive another batter here, as he couldn't get the full count to go.
Huge gap in left center. Shows bunt. A little bit of a dangerous situation there with 2 outs. But the center fielder, Dylan Carter, is all the way in line with the 380 on the right side of the field. But Tommy pops one up. Mullen runs under it, makes the grab. So Pie escapes the little bit of the jam. Cardinals another hit in the inning. And another walk, but no runs to show for it. It is still 1-0 LaSalle College High School as we head to the top of the 4th. Breaking news, Calvert Hall College Lacrosse just beat the number 2 ranked team, Lawrenceville Prep High School out of New Jersey, 7-6 in second overtime. Another huge win for this Calvert Hall Lacrosse team. Second ranked win of the week. But Anthony Williams is still out there, Calvert Hall pitching. Only 7 pitches, his first outing. So Coach Curry is going to send him back out there again. There's a great game that just went on at Russo Stadium, as Eamon Chandler, the home run hitter from the first inning, fouls this one back. That slider misses for a ball. So 2-1 to Chandler, who hits this one sky high as it hits the top of the facility. Sophomore Cole Kantorski is warming up in the pen now for Calvert Hall. Looks like he might take the 4th inning, or maybe come in the 3rd. Depends on how fast Williams mows down this Explorer lineup. But the 2-2 to Chandler, swung on and missed. Callahan shows the ball to the umpire, and it's officially the second strikeout for Williams. So now Andrew Bagansky, the future of Red Fox, committed to Marist College. Williams, a slider, goes in for a strike. He's had full command of that pitch so far in this game. Bagansky fouls it straight back into the netting. That one checked. Callahan throws down to Myers, and the third strikeout is now completed. Another one of those dirty sliders from Anthony Williams. He's been mowing down this lineup so far. So now one of the juniors, the catcher Luke Borgman, is now going to try and shake up Williams a little bit. Borgman calls time as he looks like he's got something in his eye.
Good use of the timeout there.
That slider low and away. Williams keeping very good tempo as that fastball is called for a strike on the outside corner. He's just picking up the signs from Coach Kevin and going. Calvert Hall in their second year of using the watch system. Pitches and hitting situations are called on those. It's worked very well. As Borgman smacks that one foul off the dugout fence. Excuse me, not dugout, bullpen fence. The 1-2. Just high. And that pitch, called strike 3. Anthony Williams strikes out the side.
He just murdered that lineup there.
It looks like his night's going to be done as Kantorski's fully warming up now, but still, great outing from Anthony Williams, keeping the score 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the fourth. 7-8-9 due up for the Cardinals this inning as they're going to face the new pitcher, Declan Cawley. Connor Callahan, the catcher, is going to lead us off here in the bottom of the fourth. Calvert still down 1-0 against their LaSalle counterpart from the north. Declan Cawley's a Fordham commit. And that first fastball is missed outside and low for a ball. Connor, his first at bat, got hit by a pitch. But that fastball catches the outside corner. No 1-1. Tight slider on the outside part of the plate. Swung on and missed by Callahan. And Cawley strikes out Callahan. So now Drew Kittleberger, the left fielder, stands up next against Cawley. Trying to figure out this senior arm a little bit. Cawley from the windup. His fastball called for a strike on the outside corner. These pitchers are going very fast. That 0-1 was chopped foul up the first base side. These pitchers showing great tempo, not letting the hitters get in their heads too much as Kittleberger fouls that one back. So now the 0-2. That one is spiked. Coach Kerr is going to call in a pinch hitter next. Noah Myers' day appears to be done as the senior Evan Stevers stands up. And Kittleberger hits that one off the end of the bat to the third baseman. Bagansky just makes the play in time. So now Evan Stevers is going to stand up in the batter's box, still trying to figure out Cawley. And that slider is outside. Stevers told today that he's going to get some reps at first base. Coach Kurt's just trying to figure out what's going to work as Nico DeFelice, the normal first baseman, has been out sick for most of this week.
Yeah, and that flu has just been taking out everybody.
The 2-0 is outside. So the count runs 3-0 very quickly on Stevers. Cawley just working at his own pace, and that 3-0 is called for a strike. If you blink, you'll miss it. The 3-1. Ball 4 off the outside part of the plate. So now there's a runner on for Luke Kreiner now. So Kreiner now with Cawley pitching with the sidestep with the runner on first. Stevers doesn't have great speed, but, you know, the teams don't know each other very well. You just got to play it safe all the time. So that fastball was called at the knees for a strike. Cawley with kind of a quick step delivery. That one was high and away outside. Now the 1-1 to Kreiner. does not happen quite yet. Stever slides in safely. Now the 1-1 to Kreiner. Swung on and missed. Just late on that fastball. Cauley's got good velocity in his arm, plus a quick step delivery. Throws off the hitter's timing just a little bit, and just enough. If Kreiner were to reach, Caden Barmer's on the on-deck circle. If Kreiner hits this to Pagansky, and he just makes that play in time as well. So a couple ground outs and a strikeout as Cauley's 4th inning is clean. Calvert Hall still trailing 1-0 as we head to the top of the 5th. We welcome you back. Sophomore Cole Kantorski is now on the bump, replacing Anthony Williams, who pitched very well, and John Ellerman, who also pitched well, besides the one mistake that was taken for a home run.
And you just love to see those great outings, even in these scrimmages just going into the season, to see how these pitchers can perform down the stretch.
Kantorski's curveball is fouled off by Mullen into the parking lot. Lands right in the middle of the road, safe from all cars. And that pitch from Kantorski just outside. Some defensive changes. Caden Barmer comes in for Will Hack in center field, and Will Wallace comes in for Connor Callahan. Stevers can't make the catch. He runs out of room. So that foul ball lands in the bullpen of LaSalle. Mullen stays alive.
Yeah, just a lucky, don't really know what you would call it, just a lucky fall, I guess.
The 1-2 from Kantorski. And that's hit well. And it's going to get down for a base hit. Kreiner cuts it off, though. Stops Mullen from going into second for a double. But the first hit in 4 innings for LaSalle. Just a solid piece of hitting. Going the other way off that slider from Kantorski.
That was just a great cutoff there, preventing the double.
So now Dan Murray, the outfielder in this game, as him and Dylan Carter are switching off. That fastball from Kantorski, called for a strike. Kantorski, one of the 2 new sophomores on this team, totaling the numbers to 8 of the class of 2027. Him and fellow pitcher Braden Rivera. Only 2 guys to make it.
Yeah, and you love seeing these young guys make the team because they'll be good, and they still got 3 years left.
That's true, Nick. That's true.
It's impressive for these young guys. I have a couple buddies that tried out as freshmen. They didn't even allow them to try.
Yeah, Calvert Hall kept 23 guys from last year. 23 returners on the team, taking 6 more guys. Total numbers 29. That's kind of a lot for a baseball team, but Coach Kerr loves his pitchers, wants to make sure all arms can stay fresh for the whole season, as you don't want the arms to burn out when we get to the MIAA championship weekend.
And I don't think there's any problem with having a big team. I mean, Cal has been one of the top programs in Maryland for the past couple of years. And I think it's good to have these couple players develop, and maybe if you want them to play, have them play JV.
So Mullen steals second, as that ball was spiked. Wallace never really had a chance to show off that pop time. But it's 3-1 on Murray. And that one's hit up the middle for a base hit. LaSalle decides not to send the runner. So now runners at the corners after 2 good pieces of hitting from the Explorers. Showing some offensive life for the first time since the second batter. So now Dylan Carter stands up against Kantorski with runners on the corner. Still only no outs.
Just outside.
Thomas playing even with the bag. Stevers covering the guy at first. Mileto and Pites playing at double play depth. Trying to get the double play. But he's running. But it was fouled off by Carter. Murray was on the move. The 1-1. Murray's running again. Fouled off again.
That one bounced off the catcher's foot, I believe.
It looked like it hit the end of the bat, like the knob, and bounced foul. So Murray's got to keep running back and forth between first and second. I know he's getting a little tired. But 1-2 on Carter. Murray's running again. Carter swings and misses. So another strikeout for this Cardinals pitching staff. Kantorski picks up his first. Murray does take second. Now to Ryan Weld, the second baseman. Infield's playing up now. That slider from Kantorski is inside for a ball. Now Calvert Hall really trying to protect this one-run game.
Yeah, well he said. These Cardinals just haven't been able to cross home, so you want to keep it in this one-run margin.
So Weld hits it out to the left field. Kittleberger makes the catch and gets it in super quickly, protects the run. Ball wasn't hit very deep or very hard. But Mullins stays at third. Murray's at second still. Calvert Hall is going to play regular depth with 2 outs now in the inning. Great play there from Kittleberger to protect the run. Kantorski now has a little bit more breathing room as Brody Gisandi is up next. And he offers at the first pitch.
We'll see what the Cardinals do here. Runner on third. Anything that drops is going to be a run, so let's see what they'll do here.
The 0-1 to Gisandi. Same pitch. Wallace can't find it. So Mullins scores easily as Wallace couldn't find the ball. It never bounced up. It just bounced off his foot and rolled back into the Cardinal. So now 2-0 LaSalle. Still top of the fifth. 2 outs. Runner still on third, but a wild pitch there from Kantorski allows an extra run to cross home. And Gisandi sends one into the parking lot.
Believe that one hit Lock Raven.
Yeah, it was way out of harm's way. Kantorski 1-2 on Gisandi. And they're going to say he went. Gisandi went around, second strikeout for Kantorski of the inning. But 2 hits with 1 run. LaSalle now leads 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the fifth. Welcome back. It's the bottom of the fifth. LaSalle College High School is leading Calvert Hall College High School 2-1. Declan Cawley, the future Fordham Rams, still on the mound for LaSalle. Has been pumping very well. He's going to face the top of the order. And Caden Barmer lays down a bunt. And he is able to beat it out. Andrew Bagansky was not expecting the bunt. So Barmer gets a bunt base hit to start the inning.
That was a major league bunt right there. Placed it perfectly.
So again, Clark Mileto is going to come up with a runner on base. So Clark's still in this game, as a lot of the other moving pieces around him. Swings and misses at the fastball offered by Cawley. But Barmer at first, I don't expect him to be there for long.
Yeah, down by 2, you want to get this runner into scoring territory. Someone just got thrown out.
It appears as if Coach Koski, the third base coach, just got thrown out by the umpire.
I'm a little bit confused on what happened there.
I'm not sure what was said. But after that little debacle, the 0-1 is swung on and missed by Clark again. He's down 0-2 quickly. As Coach Kashi's going to make his way into the clubhouse. But Clark fouls it back, stays alive.
Still a bit confused on what he was thrown out for, but guess we'll never know.
Cawley steps off. So the 0-2 still. Foul back again. Miletto's battling here. Barmer's still at first base. So Barmer was going on that one, but Clark fouls it back again. The sophomore Grayson Ryan up next for Calvert Hall as he's going to pinch hit for the designated hitter role as Nate Rodriguez's day is done.
And you want to get these batters experience to see how they can perform in the regular season.
And that one gets away from the catcher, who throws down still. Barmer's in there in time. So Barmer steals on the wild pitch to hop right back to the catcher, Borgman. Excuse me, no, Caden Schmidt's now doing the catching for LaSalle.
And he played that one perfectly, but there's nothing much you can do there.
Barmer's just got too much speed over at first. As soon as that ball got by, he was off. Caden Schmidt just talking things over with Cawley. It says here on the lineup card that Caden Schmidt is the catcher strictly for Cawley, and then Luke Borgman is the catcher for Pye and Kantz. Ryan Kantz, that is, and Jack Pye. So when Ryan Kantz comes in next to close out this game, Borgman will come back, and Clark's still battling. Another one sent onto the practice fields.
Ball boy's getting some cardio in this one.
You got to stay warm somehow on this Friday night. But Cawley's 1-2. Finally, he retires Miletto. Great battle there. You love to see that as a hitter. Just get the guys' pitch count up. So now Grayson Ryan in the designated hitter's role. Coach Werman requests time from the umpire. They're going to talk it over. Just an update in a couple of sports around the Maryland area. The Orioles are leading the Twins in spring training 4-0 off a 4 RBI day right now from Ryan Mountcastle. Maryland is beating Illinois in the conference tournament quarterfinals 55-31 as they head into halftime. Maryland, the 2 seed in the Big Ten right now, being led by Rodney Rice, 18 points. Maryland looking like a really strong team right now.
I think they could go all the way.
That's a little far, Nick. I don't believe that. Team's just a little bit too inexperienced for March, but yet again, it is March. Anything can happen. So now Cauley's set and delivers to Ryan. Took a big hack. So now Cauley still in a sidestep delivery. With Barmer still on second. That pitch was called a ball. So 1-1 on Grayson Ryan, who was the starter in Tuesday's game against Riverdale Baptist. He pitched a solid 4 2/3 innings. And he now calls time. Grayson said yesterday he'll be available for tomorrow's game against McDonough. And it looks like after a scrimmage like today, he will be needed.
We encourage you to tune into that one.
They could have had Barmer over at first, but the throw was a little bit offline. There was a little bit of miscommunication between Mullen and Weld. So Barmer slides in safely after he very could have easily been picked off there. There was a great move by Declan Cauley. Barmer still dancing. Ryan takes another big hack, comes up empty again. Coach Kerr is now telling him more two-strike approach. Quick stride, quick swing, just get the ball down. It can score a run with Barmer's great speed at second. And that ball was yanked outside, 2-2.
Good take there.
The 2-2. That was a dirty slider. Waved on and missed by Ryan.
And that one was just absolutely gross.
Not much Grayson can do there. But now there's a runner still at second for Travis Pites. He hasn't quite found his groove at the plate yet this season. Cauley, high and tight. Travis is committed to George Washington University, where he'll be at for the next 4 years. And he fouls this one straight back into the netting.
This net has been saving a few people today. These are coming back hard. Saved us a couple times too.
The 1-1 from Cauley. And it's hit hard straight to the second baseman. Weld makes the play and ends the inning. So Declan Cauley working through another 2 innings of solid work. Calvert Hall is still trailing 2-0 as we head to the top of the 6th. We come back to the 6th inning, and Cole Kantorski is up again for his 2nd inning of work. His first batter is Bashir Tafiq, who tries to put down a bunt. Couple of defensive changes now. Anthony Williams, who pitched the 3rd and 4th, is now in at 3rd base for Thomas Pilarski, and the junior Christian Oliver is now at shortstop for Travis Bites.
Yeah, I've said it before and I'll say it again. You always want to keep these players warm for the season.
Tafiq offers at a pitch way outside. Great little changeup from Kantorski. But Tafiq and Gisandi have been switching reps in left field. This all-senior lineup for LaSalle today. And Tafiq swings and misses. And Wallace finishes the strikeout with the throw over to Stevers. The last 3 outs for Kantorski have come via the strikeout. So now Caden Schmidt, the outfielder / Colley's battery mate, is up now. That first slider looked like it could have been a strike. Called a ball from the umpire. As we saw earlier today with Coach Kashi, you don't want to argue with these guys. They're not messing around.
Exactly.
That one was called for a strike. Looked like same placement, but, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, we're just going to put that one behind us.
Kantorski's 1-1 to Schmidt. Inside. The 2-1 now. That one was definitely a strike. Schmidt, one of the 2 juniors in this lineup. Both of the catchers in this lineup today are the only 2 juniors on this lineup tonight. As Schmidt hits one to the shortstop, Oliver makes the play. Christian Oliver in for 2 batters, already made a play. Now 2 outs for Kantorski. As Eamon Chandler steps up. It feels like an eternity since he hit his home run on the 2nd pitch of the game.
And that one, if you don't remember, that one was just absolutely crushed.
Right in front of the tennis court shed. Eamon Chandler, the first baseman, is committed to Virginia Tech. But the 1-0. Another huge swing from Chandler.
You can see in his swings, he's trying to get another one to go.
LaSalle's looking to add some insurance runs in the 6th inning. And that fastball from Kantorski runs away outside. 2-1 now on Chandler. And that fastball away gets away from Kantorski.
We'll see what he does here. If he'll take it or try to put this one in play.
3-1 hitters count, though. Powerful hitter at the deck. And this one smacked up the middle for a base hit. Chandler with the 2nd hit of the evening. More loud contact off the bat of the future Hokie. But now Andrew Begansky is up next.
And LaSalle has just been great at putting bat to ball today.
Little check swing foul ball. It looks like Jake Dolsky's in the pen right now for Calvert Hall. Looks like he might close out this game.
Yeah, and you want to put in a good pitcher in these late game situations, especially down by 2 runs. Any more in this game could go out of reach.
Dolsky, a 3-year reliever on this varsity squad. Excuse me. It's hard to see at night, but that would be the sophomore Braden Rivera warming up. And this one hit by Bagansky into center field. And Caden Barmer camps under it, makes the grab. And that's how the 6th inning's going to go. LaSalle College High School is still leading 2-0 over Calvert Hall as we go to the bottom half of this inning. Ryan Cant's now pitching. No, excuse me. Cawley's still out there for LaSalle. Anthony Williams is up now, the new third baseman in this game. That first pitch was called for a strike. The 0-1. That one was high. Williams does have some good pop. McCauley's 1-1 is taken low for a ball.
These are all crucial at-bats for the Cardinals. They at least need one of these to go.
I know this game doesn't count towards the record, but when you're playing 4 games in 5 days and you start to lose 2 games in a row, you start to get in your head a little bit more. It may not affect the record, but it definitely affects the team morale a little bit. You still got 1 more game to go.
And also, who doesn't want those bragging rights?
The Christian brother rivalry goes much deeper than that. The 3-2 to Williams. And he's swung on. Oh, and he dropped it. Anthony Williams with a long double. I was thinking that ball was going to get out. But the left fielder, Gizondi, couldn't make the catch. Great effort from him, though. But Anthony Williams with a loud double to start the inning. So now the catcher, the new catcher, Will Wallace, is up next for Calvert Hall. Great piece of hitting there from Anthony Williams. He can pitch, he can hit, he can field, he can do it all. That first pitch is called for a strike on the outside corner.
Fans didn't like that one.
Especially the dugout. The voice of the dugout, Jake Dolsky, had some choice words to say about that pitch. Well, Wallace now offers at that pitch. 0-2 now. Cawley comes set. The 0-2 to Wallace. LaSalle thought that one was a strike. Umpire thought it was a little bit low. Catcher Caden Schmidt was all fired up, thinking he had another strikeout, but called low. Now the 1-2, swung on and missed. Thing is, with that drop third strike, it's not the worst situation, as Anthony Williams was able to take third. So now Drew Kittleberger's up. Anthony Williams is on third, and there is one out.
And let's see if the Cardinals can get this man home, or will be another runner stranded.
It looks like the corners are playing in for LaSalle, and the middle infielders are playing back at normal depth. Kittleberger just needs to get one in the air into the outfield. That first pitch is outside for a ball. Huge opportunity right now for the Cardinals.
Yeah, anything popped up will be a run.
And Kittleberger fouls that one onto the practice fields. Calling now. Caden Schmidt throws back to third, but Williams is back in time.
Thought he got him there. But we would trust the umpire there.
Williams definitely got back in time, but Kittleberger did not offer at that pitch. 2-1 on him now. Cauley delivers. He delivers it by Kittleberger. Just late on that fastball. 2-2 now. Still only one out. Need a ball in play here if you're Calvert Hall. Anything on the ground up the middle also scores Anthony with the shortstop and second baseman playing back. So the 2-2. And he goes fishing. Kittleberger's down on strikes.
And this is
Kittleberger strikes out. That's his second out of the inning. Evan Stevers up next for the Cardinals.
This is what we were talking about. You just cannot leave this runner stranded.
So Stevers takes a big hack there. Stevers falls behind. Cardinals have not been able to figure out Cauley. Stevers sends one deep into center. But he is there to make the grab. The inning is over. Calvert Hall leaves Anthony Williams on third base. And LaSalle still leads 2-0 as we head to the top of the seventh inning. Braden Rivera comes in for Calvert Hall to close out this game. He's going to face 3, 4, 5. First up, Luke Borgman. At first pitch, swung on and missed.
And you really want to hold them here. You want nothing crossing that home plate.
The lefty Rivera with his fastball is going to sit around 85 miles per hour. He also got a slider and a changeup too. And it looks like Wallace's watch is dead, so he's going to have to switch that real quick.
We are about to return to play.
Will Wallace now asking the umpire for help to put on a watch. It's a difficult contraption. I've put one on before. The armband's a little different than normal. But he's finally got it on, and he's now set.
And now we'll return to play.
Luke Borgman is behind 0-1 in the count to Rivera. Make it 0-2. Great pitch there.
Wouldn't say I'm superstitious, but maybe that watch will provide the luck to the Cardinals.
And it looked, Borgman did not go around. Still a great pitch from Rivera. The shortstop, Matt Mullen, is on deck. But the 1-2. Called strike 3. Rivera strikes out Luke Borgman. So now there's 1 out in this 7th inning now. Matt Mullen, the shortstop, steps in against Rivera. And the first pitch he sees, he sends it into center field. Caden Barmer ships over. Well, makes the grab. Quick second out there for Rivera.
Yeah, all you need is just to get this out and get the bats ready.
You're right, Nick. Cavalier bats need to show some signs of life in the bottom of the 7th inning. They definitely do not want to lose both games against the De La Salle schools. And that 1-0 from Rivera. Strike that caught the top of the zone against Dan Murray. Murray now shows bunt. And he lays one down, but foul. Picked up by Rivera in foul territory. High, spinny bunt off the bat of Murray. But now the bunt's out of play with 2 strikes.
Great job holding there to let that one go foul.
Rivera, the 1-2. That slider is down and away for a ball. Evens the count up at 2-2. But now Murray swings and fouls this one back. Ball boys Hack and Pilarski are on that one.
both groups of ball boys went after that one.
And the 2-2 from Rivera. Foul back into the netting. And here we go again. This one hit up the middle. Oliver fields it, throws him out. Christian Oliver makes the play over at shortstop. So now it's all up to the bats of these Calvert Hall hitters. Down 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the 7th. Nine, 1-2 leading off. Due up for the Cardinals in the bottom of the 7th. They're going to have to face the southpaw Ryan Kantz. Luke Kreiner going to be the first to get a crack at it. Lefty on lefty matchup here. That pitch was swung on and missed by Kreiner.
And I like being aggressive here, but just got to make contact.
And that pitch is outside for a ball. Yes, all they need is contact. They got Caden Barmer who can play some small ball if necessary too. And Grayson Ryan who's got some good power up next as well after that. So then Kreiner hits one, slicing down. And that ball is fair. It drops in the corner. Kreiner's going to go for 3. And he's going to get a triple easily. Luke Kreiner with the triple pass, Bashir Tafiq. And the Cardinals have life. Runner on third, no outs. Great piece of eating by Luke Kreiner going the opposite way. Also put in a great spot. And his speed, he got it to triple easily.
And that's the most life we've seen out of this Cardinals team.
Luke Kreiner maybe just set a spark off. So now Caden Barmer, he's also swinging for his pitch, but he fouls it back. But now with the runner on third and no outs, you have to score this runner.
With these runners in scoring position, the Cardinals haven't been great today.
And that slider from Kantz is outside. So now the count evens up at 1-1 on Barmer. who's normally the everyday center fielder, but got a little rest half game today. The 1-1 from Cants. And it's hit up the middle. Hit to Neld. So Barmer's going to ground out, but that's a run scored. Kreiner scores on the ground out from Barmer. Now the score is 2-1 Calvert Hall with another pinch hitter, Ryder Soa, coming up for the Cardinals.
And the sacrifice to get the run across.
Ryder Soa hitting in the place of Clark Mileto. He does have some good power. Now the lefty on righty matchup. Cants and Ryder's big swing and a miss. He wanted that. Another big cut from Ryder Soa.
They got one across, but me personally, I think that makes these at-bats even more crucial.
Still only one out, but 0-2. Cants delivers. And that one is high and away for first ball of the at-bat. Ryder just needs to get on base. And then the Cardinals can work from there. Unless, of course, he hits a home run, but he swung on and missed. 2 outs in the inning now. Cardinals down to their last out. Grayson Ryan's going to now step up to the plate, hoping to add another spark to this Cardinals offense. Ryan Cants. And the first pitch he has to Ryan. He does not go for. 1-0 on Ryan. And that one's high. A walk is not a terrible thing in this situation. Still need to be able to get the runner around, score though, of course, to continue this game at the very least. And the count runs to 3-0.
Yeah, you're looking for a walk in this situation. 3-0, it's not the best thing that you want, but it will definitely help with this rally.
3-0, you don't want to be swinging at anything. And he doesn't swing there, so that's a strike. 3-1 the count on Ryan. Still a hitter's count. Ryan Cants still has to make his pitch. And he does, so that's a swing and a miss from Ryan. Count goes full. Cardinals down to their last strike. The payoff pitch. It's hit right towards the right fielder, Dylan Carter. And that's how this game is going to end. LaSalle takes this first scrimmage of their season home with the W as they win 2-1 over Calvert Hall. LaSalle's final score, 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors. Calvert Hall 1 hit, 1 run, 6 hits, also 0 errors. Great pitching duel out of both teams. Nick, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, you wanted that one, but at the end of the day, it's just a scrimmage. You got your pieces set, and you got your lineup set pretty much. So they should be good for the season.
We'll see you guys back here tomorrow at 12 p.m. as the Zach Rowe-led McDonough Eagles. Yes, the former assistant coach is coming back to Carlo Crispino Stadium for the first time tomorrow at noon. I'll be on the call, joined by Peter Kelly up in the booth. We'll see you guys next time.
Have a good night.